Hello, everyone. I welcome you all here on behalf of the master of this estate. We are so glad you could all attend.
I want to know why all these people are here. I received an invitation to accept an award for my poem, and all my rivals are here. I guess I could show them who the best poet is.
Excuse me, Mr. Masters, but I think this award was meant for me. I am the most qualified out of all of us. My poems are incredibly famous, and people love my long narratives about freedom and living life to the fullest.
I don't know what any of you are talking about. This poem belongs to me. Butler, sir, what's the meaning of this?
Well, you see, the truth is, technically, you all have the opportunity to receive the award.
Opportunity?
Yes, opportunity, because the identity of the person who wrote this poem is unknown. The poem was not signed with a name, just a location, and that is the reason why each of you were invited here tonight, to solve the mystery of who wrote this poem.
Well, let's hear it. Maybe after we hear it, we can decide whose it really is.
The day had come and death was here. My love was lost and sadness followed. The pain was great for the loss of my dear. The pain was so great my soul was hollowed. The world grew eerie, calm and dark. The silence soon became deafening. Without her by my side, my life has become stark. I came to not want to do anything. I closed the door, keeping me from the world. I sat in silence to make up my mind. I can see now my life was unfurled. My love, my sweet dear, was so kind. Collecting my thoughts, I take a breath. I reach under the bed to grab my gun. My life fades into death. I see my love, and we are finally one.
It's mine!
It's mine!
Hello, I'm Emily Dickinson. I'm from Massachusetts. All these men here think that they're the best, but the truth is I am more famous than all of them. I know that this is my poem because it makes my body feel so cold that not even a fire can warm me. They better watch out because this award is mine.
Well, as you can clearly see, the primary focus of this poem is death, something that dominated my poetry. This poem definitely belongs to me. I will now accept my award.
Not so fast, Miss Dickinson. Just because there's references to death does not mean that it's your poem. But you see, it is definitely a work of mine. The imagery in this poem is quite clearly the work of the great Walt Whitman. Yes, it's me, Walt Whitman. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I'm probably one of the most well-known poets here. I mean, all the rest of them are losers, although there's something about the Butler that doesn't sit right with me. When I first heard about this award, I wasn't really, didn't think anything of it, but when I got here, I realized it was a big competition between my rivals, and I'm glad that I came. And Mr. Dunbar is really easy on the eyes.
Well, I think that there is a solution to this problem. You see, like I said before, this poem was signed with a location and was written in a particularly odd color of ink. I believe that the person who can correctly name both of these is the true author of this poem.
Edgar Masters, and for short. This poem plays to the emotions and tells about someone's life, something I did frequently in my poems. And the rhyme scheme, it's common in all of my poems. These genius works just come to me, and I can't believe I'm receiving an award for it. And we all know who wrote this poem. This guy.
All right, who wants to make the first guess? Anyone? Miss Dickinson?
Well, of course I know the correct answer. I wrote it after all. I remember it was a cold winter day. I was wearing my favorite color white, sitting in the corner of my room in a wooden rocking chair. I took out my black ink pen and wrote this beautiful poetry. It was most certainly me, Emily Dickinson, with a black ink pen in my bedroom.
Wrong. Who's next?
Well, it was a rainy Saturday afternoon when I was drinking a cup of hot coffee in my kitchen when a poetic genius struck me. I began to write and write until it was finished. I was using a number 2 pencil. Is that it? Me, Dunbar, in my kitchen using a pencil?
Well, Mr. Dunbar, as I said before, this poem is written in ink, so there would be no possible way that you wrote this since you said you had used a pencil. My apologies, sir. Moving on. Mr. Whitman?
Yep. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting on my porch. It was a beautiful day. I was taking in the perfection of nature. I had a tall glass of iced tea in one hand with my favorite blue ink pen in my other hand. I started rambling on and on until my mind came up with this magnificent piece of poetry. So it must be me with my blue ink pen on my porch.
Incorrect yet again. Will we ever get to the bottom of this?
Yes, because I wrote it in the basement with a red ink pen.
Whoa, plot twist.
Honestly, I figured something like this would happen. Two people would say the correct answer. No one know who it really is. But I've known all along that this poem is actually mine. I find it kind of comical that these idiots think that it actually wrote it. I mean, come on. Who in a million years would actually believe that Whitman wrote something like that? Yeah, funny joke. But I know that I wrote the poem.
Well, there seems to be a tie. I don't know exactly how to break this, but...
The day had come, and death was here. My love was lost, and sadness followed. The pain was so great for the loss of my dear. The pain was so great, my soul was hollowed. The world grew eerie, calm, and dark. The silence soon became deafening. Without her by my side, my life has become stark. I came not want to do anything. I closed the door, keeping me from the world. I sat in silence to make up my mind. I can see now my life was unfurled. My love, my sweet, my dear was so kind. Collecting my thoughts, I take a breath. I reach under the bed to grab my gun. My life fades into death. I see my love, and we are finally one.
Congratulations, Mr. Robinson. This is obviously your poem. You are the recipient of the award.
Thank you, thank you. I'm very proud of my work. Now, what is the award?
Patience, Mr. Robinson. You see, I think there is something you all should know before I give you the award. I should reveal to you that I am not really a butler, and I do not work at this estate. In fact, I am the owner of this estate. I am the great Edgar Allan Poe.
I knew it! I knew there was something weird about you!
Yes, I am Edgar Allan Poe, and I hate to break it to you, Mr. Robinson, but there is no real award. You see, the real true reason why you were all invited here was not for some stupid award, but because I need to be the best. And in order for me to be the best, I need to eliminate my competition. Permanently. Now the first to go will be Miss Dickinson, since she can't wait for death. The next to go will be Mr. Dunbar, because he hasn't said more than 2 sentences.
What?
There we go.
Any last words, Mr. Robinson?
This poem was a work of art, and it belonged to me. If I were to die for anything, if any of us were to die for anything, it would be for this magnificent poem.
How heroic. Well, I'd say that was a successful dinner party. First to go will be Miss Dickinson, since she can't wait for death.
Wait, pause. Am I supposed to look sad?
Oh! Whoa, plot twist.
My turn. On my porch, it was a beautiful day. I was taking in the perfection.
Yes,
I wrote it in my basement
with a red ink pen.
Whoa, plot twist.
We'll go anyway.
Alright, ready?
Ready.
Go.
Edgar Lee Masters. Ed for short.
Now the first to go will be Miss Dickinson, since she can't wait for death.